等陣先，黃依琪都係有嘅。我哋喺呢度啊。Let me see. I've already uploaded to today's. Today is 26. That is this one. So let me paste the link for you. Yes. And this is so-called chapter 1. Okay. Altogether, I have divided all the questions in HKDSE into 18 topics. 18 topics. Okay. So some of them will be just junior forms topics like this. Okay. But actually, in chapter 1, there are 2 topics. The first topic is about changing subjects. And the second topic is about functions. Okay. But that will be the easier type of function, and I'm sure you are able to handle that. Okay. Today, I would like to talk about those changing subject questions first. Page 1 and page 2 are from the long questions. And then starting from page 3 to page 8, all of them will be multiple choice questions. Okay? So I will go through the long questions with you in this lesson. And then I will let you to do the multiple choice questions. Okay? And then we will check the answers together. All right? Let's do it together first. And I would like you to write down the solution in the class workbook, not just on this paper, because I won't give you so much space for you to write down the solution. It's okay? So let's begin. So I noticed that some of you have already started working. That is good, okay? But you need to check the answers, okay? 好嗱，呢度咧我會講一啲即係所謂嘅技巧啦。咁如果你已經係即係做到好熟嘅話咧，咁 OK 嘅，你一路做得㗎啦。OK， 但係如果唔係嘅話咧，你有啲 confusing 嘅地方嘅話咧，咁你可以聽嘅㗎。睇嚟大家先，呢個12.02即係2012年嘅第2題。OK， so you can just if you have some past paper or solution, okay, then you may just refer to that question number. Okay, so make A the subject of the formula. So I need A to be alone on one side, and then the other side should have no A. Okay, first feature I see in this question is that there is a fraction. Okay, and I need to cancel out all the fraction. But it is actually not so bad because this fraction is the only fraction on the left. That's hand side. Okay. Therefore, I can multiply the 8 to the right hand side directly. 如果佢左手邊係一個分數再加一啲嘢，或者再減一啲嘢嘅話咧，就唔能夠直接將個分母乘過對面嘅。而家係咪只係得一個分數喺左手邊，冇加嘢冇減嘢喺左手邊？係，所以我哋可以直接將個分母咧乘過對面。Okay. The first step is to multiply the 8 to the right hand side. So leaving 3a plus b on the left, and then 8 brackets b minus 1. Okay. So we have successfully removed all the fractions at this step, and then we will remove all the bracket in the next step. So 3a plus b, no change on the left. And then from the right hand side, we just multiply the 8 to the b and minus 1. So we have 8b, and then minus 8 times 1, which is 8. Just need to be very careful that we multiply the 8 to both the b and the 1. Okay? And then because the question asks us to make a to be the subject, I will group all the terms with a on one side and all the terms without a to the other side. Okay? Just separate them, the terms with a and the terms without a. Okay? How many terms with a are there here? There is only one term with a, right? That is the 3a. And then but we have this term plus b on this side. So I need to move it to the right hand side. So leaving the 3a, keeping the 3a on the left. And then the b should be subtracted to the right. So we have 8b minus 1b minus b minus 8. Okay, and then we have like terms 8b minus b, which can be calculated. That becomes 7b minus 8. Get this? Finally, I need the left hand side just have 1a on the left hand side, but it is now multiplied by 83. So I need to divide the 3 to the right hand side. So a is equal to 7b minus 8 and then divided by 3. Can you see that? A is alone on one side and the right hand side has no a. Okay, that is the answer. 3 marks. It's okay. Do you really understand all the steps here? 有冇問題？有冇邊個 step 要講多次？記住，其實嚟嚟去去都係問呢啲嘢㗎咋。OK， 咁我小心啲做就得㗎啦。Next one， 13.02。 Make k the subject of this formula. 3 over h minus 1 over k equals 2. This one is the most difficult. Okay, I think. Okay， 嗱呢度咧好多唔同嘅方法做嘅，好多唔同方法做嘅。如果你做得啱嘅話咧，就已經 OK 㗎啦。但係咧，如果你冇乜頭緒或者唔肯定嘅話咧，咁你試下跟我嘅講法啦。Okay, and we have 2 fractions here. Okay, with different denominators. Okay, so I need to cancel out all the denominators. Okay, one by one. First one is h. Okay, so I multiply all the terms by h. Minus h times 1 over k, and then h times 2. Like this. And for the next step, if there is common factor to be cancelled, then we can cancel. But if there is no common factors to be cancelled, then we need to multiply the number to the top part of the fraction. Okay? So for the first multiplication, the h and h can be cancelled by each other. So what is remaining is just 3. And then minus, for the second multiplication, the h and 1 over k do not have any common factor. So I need to multiply them together. The number should be multiplied to the top part. That's the 1. H times 1 should be h, and then over k. For the right-hand side, we don't have any fraction. Just multiply the 2 numbers together. H times 2 will be just 2h. Okay? And then after the first round, we still have a fraction with denominator k. So I do the same thing again. Multiply all the terms by k. Okay? So k times 3 minus k times h over k. That's right. H over k. And then it's equal to k times 2h. Can you get this? Are you working? Students at the back. So for the first term, k times 3, just multiply them together. That's 3k. And then minus the second term, k and k will be cancelled by each other. So what's remaining is just h. And then right-hand side, k times 2h is just 2hk. Okay, just multiply everything together, right and thing together. Can you see that after 2 rounds, I have successfully cancelled all the fractions. Okay, and then I need to group the subject terms on one side and the non-subject terms to the other side. I want k to be the subject, but now I have 2 k terms, 2 terms with k. Okay, so I need to move that to one side. And then the minus h is the only term without k. I need to group it to the other side. So subtract the 2hk to the left, and then add the h to the right, like this. Can you follow this step? This time, we have two terms with the subject. So what shall we do? We need to take out the common factor. Okay, k is the common factor now. I need to take out the k. Okay, and then write down the remaining factors. 3k. After taking out k, yes, we have 3. And then the connection is minus. Then just copy the minus. 2hk. Taking out the k, we have 2h. Right-hand side is still h, no change. Finally, I want k to be the subject. That is, I want k to be alone on one side. Now, it is multiplied by this bracket. So I just need to divide this bracket to the right-hand side. Okay? So k is equal to h divided by 3 minus 2h. Okay? So now k is alone on one side. And there is no more k on the right-hand side. 嗱，呢個少咗啲喎，有啲同學咧手多多。Okay? Can we cancel this h with this h? No. Which h is not qualified to cancel with some other? The upper h or the lower h? Yes, the lower h. Because it is connected by minus. Okay? So this h is not a factor. It's not qualified to cancel with some other factors. Okay? Actually, this h, the upper h, is qualified to cancel with some other, but there is no other to cancel with it. Okay, to play with it. So, okay, so there is no more cancellation, and that is the answer. 如果係加二 h 係嘛，都唔得，係嘛？總之咧加減冧住嘅話咧，就冇資格同其他人去到約揀咁樣噶啦。get 唔get到？咁上面嗰個 h 咧係咪冇嘢？冇呢啲加減冧住啊？其實佢係有資格嘅，只不過冇其他人有資格同佢 cancel 咁解啫。OK， 所以呢度咧係冇得化簡嘅。So this is the final answer. Do you understand this? Okay, so I would like you to try to do the 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 21. Just skip the 14 one. Okay? So I'll give you 5 minutes to do 15.02. This one is already the most difficult. Okay, I think this one is already difficult, right? You agree? That's good. Yes. Sorry. So we'll go back to question 14 later. Okay. 14A is actually you can do 14A. 14B I would say. Yes. Good. Right. 3 marks. 3分㗎，一定有啊，放心啦，一定有。因為咁講嗱，我哋可能有即係有5、6個呢咁嘅 topics， 即係基本上年都出嘅，但係即係5、6個 topics 啦。咁但係咧可能咧每一次咧每一年咧，可能嗰5、6個 topic 裏邊咧會有4個係出嘅，即係譬如呢個咁嘅 topic 咧，就即係唔一定年都出，係啦。但係嗰6個裏邊咧就一定會係啦咁樣樣，即係一定會係有4個咧就係出㗎啦，咁樣樣明唔明白 ？Okay, let's check the answers. And 15.02, I want B to be the subject, but no matter what, I see a fraction. I just need to cancel out the fraction first. So multiply the B to the right-hand side. So we have 8B, right? Okay, and then because I want B to be the subject, so I need to group the B terms together. And I have, 嗱呢個小諗先，我先叫你同學咧咁樣做嘅。嗱我留意先啊 ，OK？ Should I move the 8B to the left or to move the 5B to the right? Which one is better? 5B to the right, right? Okay, because if you move the 8B to the left, then you will have negative B term. Because I want B to be the subject, so it's better for me to make the B terms to be a positive term. So, okay, remember this point, okay? This will make your answer or will make your step easier, okay? So I'm going to move the 5B to the right-hand side. That is to subtract this to the right-hand side, keeping the 4A minus 7 on the left. And then 8B minus 5B becomes 3B. And the B is now multiplied by 3. So I need to divide the 3 to the opposite side, like this. Okay? Basically, B is alone on one side, and the other side have no B. So that can be the answer, but I need to write down one more step, making B on the left. Just swap the left-hand side and right-hand side. Okay, because normally we will write the subject on the left side of the equation. Okay, so that is the final answer. Are you correct? Good. 3 marks. Next one, 16.02. This one is even easier. Do you agree? Because there is no fraction at all. Okay? I want x to be the subject of this equation. And there is no fraction, but there is a bracket here. Okay? So what I need to do for the first step is just multiply this c into the bracket. Okay? So the left-hand side remains unchanged. Ax and c multiplied to the 4x becomes 4cx plus the c should also be multiplied to the b. So we have bc. Is that okay? And then I want x to be the subject. So I need to put all the x terms to one side. Can you tell me, shall I move the ax to the right or the 4cx to the left? 4cx to the left. Which one is better? Should I move 8x to the right or 4cx to the left? 4cx to the left. Why is it better? This is correct. 8x minus 4cx。其實今次行上邊啊，今次咧你講啱嘅就係 4cx 減過左手邊咧係好啲嘅，但係今次咧佢無論係 A 減 4c 啦，定加抽 x 出嚟啦嚇，或者 4c 減 A 嘅話咧，都係一個減一個㗎啦，冇話邊個好啲邊個好啲嘅。但係咧點解我都會話你好啲咧？就係剩翻呢個 BC 係咪 positive term 嚟㗎？如果個 BC 擺右手邊嘅話咧，就係 positive term 嚟嘅。但係如果 AX 減去右手邊，係咪要將個 BC 減翻過左手邊啊？咁嘅時候咧，我要令到成個 BC 咧，成個左手邊咧係一個 negative term 嚟㗎。咁嘅時候就冇咁好啦。OK， 即係咁樣啦。So I am going to move the subtract the 4cx to the left hand side, and then leaving the positive BC on the right. Okay, and then what should be done in the next step? I want x to be the subject, so I have already put all the x terms to one side. The next step should be just factorize. Yes, taking out the common factor, x, open the bracket. What is remaining inside the bracket? Yes, a minus 4c, okay? And the right-hand side is still bc. And finally, we just divide the bracket to the right-hand side, and we have bc over a minus 4c, okay? And there is no more common factor which can be cancelled, right? So, that is the answer. Any problems up to now? Next. This one is also very easy. 17.01. So k is equal to 3x minus y over y. I want y to be the subject, okay, but there is a fraction, so I need to cancel out all the fraction first. Just multiply the y to the left-hand side, and we have k times y equals 3x minus y, right? And I want y to be the subject, so I need to put all the y terms to one side and keep all the no y terms on the other side. Okay, I think it should be very obvious. Move the minus y to the left. Okay, so we have ky plus y is equal to 3x. Okay, now we can take out the common factor y. And what is remaining inside the bracket is k plus 1. Yes, and right-hand side is still 3x. So just divide the k plus 1 to the right-hand side, and you'll get y equals 3x over k plus 1. And that is the answer. 3 marks. Do you have any problems for today's exercise? So I think you should be confident in getting all the 3 marks. Are you? Yes? Say yes? Say yes? Okay, please bring this back tomorrow, okay, because we still have some other problems to discuss. Okay, please remember to bring this back. With your classwork book, what are you doing? Okay. Bring this exercise back and with your classwork book, okay? So stand up. Goodbye, class.